This video is to show you how to take a list of information and make a scatter plot from it. So the first thing you do is have your list of information. Stat, edit. Then put in list 1 your inputs or your x values. I'm going to use 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. The next thing you do in list 2 is put in your outputs or your y values. I'm going to use 6, 5, 7, and 10. Make sure that your inputs and your outputs have the same number or you'll get that dimension mismatch error. The next thing you're going to do is check your y equals and get rid of any y equals, or you could have just turned them off and that would have worked also. So if I had something in here, I could just go over and turn it off by getting on the equal sign, hitting enter, and it unhighlights it. Either way works. Then I go to stat plot, number 1, turn it on. This particular one is the scatter plot, so you want to make sure that's highlighted. You next want to tell what your input list was, which was L1, your output, which was L2, and pick a mark. Then I'm going to go to zoom, and down below here there is a zoom stat. That will give you the best window for the data that you've put in. Hit enter, and there it is. Now, notice that it doesn't do a real good job on here. If I hit trace, it tells me what the values are. If I go to window, it tells me what that best window is, and I might want to fix it up a bit. I might want my min to be 0, my max to be 5. I might want my min to be 0 and my max to be 15, and I might want to count by 2s. So there it is. Now, if I go to y equals after I do the scatter plot and put in my line that I think is the best, I can put in, let's say, 1.5x plus 3.25. Then when I graph it, my line shows up. And I have the data points and I have the line point. Again, if I trace, the first thing I had there was my stat plot. I will trace between my values of the stat plot. If I want to trace on the line, I go down. Now I'm on my line. My calculator shows me the equation of the line. And if I want a particular value, I can go to trace when x equals 1. Oops, go back to the line. When x equals 1. And it'll give me the line's value, or my function value, versus my data value. I can go up and down between the two. I can trace till I get to 2. If I can hit it exactly, it's not really exact. Or I can hit trace, go to the line, and go x equals 2. And again, I can go up and down between the two. That's how you do both the line after you've done your stat plot.